Well, we break down the record heat we saw again yesterday. Still steamy Thursday, but getting a little cooler and importantly, a little less humid. But the real change comes this weekend with a few showers on Friday. That system is going to bring in much cooler, more comfortable air for the weekend. So we had another day with some triple digits in southern Minnesota, this time shifting to the southeastern part of the state. 104 in Winona, 102 in Austin, Twin Cities, once again 98, 2 days in a row. So we didn't quite hit triple digits, but they were both record-breaking days, Tuesday and Wednesday. The record for Wednesday was set back in 1948, so a long one. It was our 26th day in the 90s, and the heat index reached 109. Not as hot as Tuesday, but still a very respectably hot reading that we saw. The dew point was just ever so slightly lower. And this is rare heat. We've never had 2 consecutive days of this kind of temperature this late in the season. We've had hot days. In fact, our latest 100 is in September, but we've never had 2 hot days in a row. It's rare to get that consistent heat for more than just one random day this late in the season. Latest drought monitor's out too, and we've seen drought expand again in central Minnesota. Not really a surprise because, of course, we knew this week would be hot and dry and didn't see a whole lot of rainfall. This is 7 day rainfall, mostly up along the North Shore and into northern Wisconsin, but much of central Minnesota left pretty dry here. So anytime we have rainfall deficits this time of year, that does have an impact on the drought monitor. So when we compare last week's to this week's, you can see the main area is central Minnesota, places like St. Cloud, Little Falls, Tamora, that filled back into severe drought. And then it also expanded a little bit past Red Lake, too. And that extreme drought in southeastern Minnesota expanded a little bit, too, from about 1 to 2% of the state now. So we do have some lingering heat advisories and excessive heat warnings for far southern Minnesota today. Not as bad as the last 2 days, but still pretty steamy out there. And it is creating a kind of a mess of low clouds and fog again that will gradually burn off, and it will be another pretty steamy day, just not as bad. The heat dome is subsiding a little bit, and on the upper left corner of the screen, you can barely see the southern edge of an upper level low. That's a pool of cool air aloft. That's what's going to bring the change for the weekend, and also touch off maybe a few spotty showers or thunderstorms late tonight into Friday. So that little spin of energy is going to be more vigorous around the international border. That's the best chance of seeing more in the way of maybe scattered showers or some thunderstorms tonight and Friday. But again, the most important thing it's going to bring, other than a lack of needed rainfall, is a shift in those temperatures. So the real hot stuff doesn't disappear, but it does move to the south for the time being. We should see temperatures that'll be cooler for sure Saturday and Sunday. In fact, may not even reach 80 degrees for much of the state. And dew points, of course, will be a lot more comfortable in the 50s. So definitely you'll enjoy that. I'm sure the state fair is going to be packed Saturday and Sunday with the comfortable days and the weekend. So a few showers late tonight, and then might see a couple of thunderstorms pop up late in the day. This is the NAM model. It's one of the more aggressive models with tomorrow's precipitation. I do think it's going to be pretty hit and miss. But then we do have another chance Sunday night into Monday. The European model shows some of these showers popping up. None of these are going to be big, widespread soaking rainfalls, but they are at least the chances of rain that we've got in the forecast. So still pretty close to 90 today. Even if we don't quite hit 90, it will feel like it's in the low to mid 90s anyway. Tomorrow will still pretty warm and muggy, but again, a few degrees cooler. We'll have a mix of clouds and sun, again, some isolated thunder. Looks beautiful this weekend. Should have plenty of sun. Highs just around 80. Dew points will be in the 50s, so we're going to have less than half of the water in the atmosphere this weekend compared to what we've had the last few days. And looks like temperatures should stay pleasant at least through the middle of next week, right near those normal highs.